Well, hey friends, it's Tracey and Violet from Nova Scotia Living. It is Sunday and it is 1:35 in the afternoon. I've been busy all morning. I edited 3 videos. 3! Gave Maze a bath. I had a shower. My face is all flushed, but that's alright. It'll go away. It'll go away. And Misha's in the tub now. She wanted to have a bath. So Messiah got home from her friends. She went there on Friday. And what else? I don't know. But I gave Dad a call today. I invited him out for supper, which is like pulling an arm and a leg to get that fella out here for supper. But I said, the kids really want you to come out. He's like, oh, well, I'll see. I'm like, it's an important day tomorrow. He's like, well, it's Monday. I said, well, yes, but what's the date tomorrow? Oh, he said, it's his friggin' birthday. He's turning 80 years old tomorrow. Come out for supper, for goodness sakes. I'm going to go down in the basement and sweep up ribs. I think I do. I'm going to make rib dinner tomorrow with some potato hash because he likes that and some sort of vegetable. And I'm going to make one of his emergency cakes he always sends out. Chocolate fudge. That's just the one I grabbed up there. I don't really care which one, but do that up today. I'm going to take the ribs out today. I'll probably boil the potatoes for the potato hash today because they're always better to work with cold potatoes when you make potato hash, I find. And there's leftover hamburgers from yesterday. The kids can have that for supper. Might do up some bruschetta maybe, because that baguette will end up getting hard. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to go down and check the freezer now. Okay, Mally came down in the nick of time. She wants to make the cakes.
I don't want to.
I told you you did not have to do it.
Yes, you did.
Stop it. I was all ready to rock with you guys, but she wants to do it because it's her papa. She's going to make a multi-level cake. I couldn't find my regular, the one with the hole in the middle pan. I don't know where it is. So we have these. So yeah, I'll show you when these are done. Oh, and I went down to the basement and I found ribs. This one was $13.84, 50% off. This one was $11.77, 50% off. This was $30.02. Then down to $20.18. So yeah, I'm gonna defrost these and we'll do those up tomorrow. Loud much? Friends, Mally's got one cake in the oven. I got that pot of potatoes on the stove. I fed Barbara and Timothy this morning some peanuts, and they're all gone, so they got their stuff. Randall was right out front this morning to greet us when we went for our walk, and my husband just made a bunch of kindling with his fancy new wood splitter, and is in there making a fire, which is good because it's cool. It's sunny, but it's cool. See that beautiful kindling? Ah, yes. Ah, yes. We'll have it nice and cozy in there in no time. Alright, guys, I've done a couple loads of laundry. I'm just hanging up towels. One of those cakes Mally made are done. Right there. It's cooling so we can take it out and then she can put the rest of the batter in. Misha is cutting up a cucumber and ate the other pomegranate I got yesterday. And those potatoes are all done cooking. I just took the lid off to let them cool. I strained them. And I'll put them in the fridge as is, and then I'll cut them up tomorrow and fry them up with some butter and salt and pepper and onions, and it'll be delicious. I just filled up the wheelbarrow. My husband's gone into the office, so he made a fire, and I just don't want it to go out. But yeah, we'll burn through this wood real fast because, I just piled that up about a week. We piled it up about a week and a half ago, and yeah, that'll probably be done by Christmas for sure. But yeah, so anytime I need a couple sticks of wood, it'll be right here. Perfect. Oh, well, good morning, friends. It's the next day where it's a new video. Miss Tracey and Violet and Boris and everybody else from Nova Scotia Living. It is 6:03 in the morning. We got up around 5:15. Went for a little walk. They had synchronized poops, which was amazing. And I just unloaded the dishwasher and I just made myself a coffee. I don't have any more apple cider vinegar, so I can't take a shot of that. I need to get some more. Oh well, but it's my dad's birthday. He's 80 years old today. I took some ribs out yesterday, if this is the new video, and they defrosted for most of the day yesterday, but I put them in the fridge, so just after supper. They're in the fridge now. We're going to do up some ribs and some potato hash. Might make deviled eggs because I got eggs in the fridge, I don't know. And Mally made a cake yesterday. I'm going to ice it and put Smarties on it. And yeah, we're going to do all that stuff today. The kids are still sleeping. I washed my face and put cream on. And the fire's going. It's smoldering kind of thing. My husband kept it going last night, which is nice because it makes the downstairs nice and cozy. It's not like a blare and raging fire, but it's... What is that? Anyways, I'm going to have my coffee now, and I'll be back in a little while. Alright, friends, it's 6:45, well, 6:48 according to my stove, but 6:45 on my phone. I have 9 eggs in here, just because I just want to make just enough to fill my deviled egg tray, and that holds 16 deviled eggs, but I always want to do one extra because sometimes it doesn't turn out right. Anyways, there's bubbles coming from that one. It's not floating though, so it's still good. Bubbles coming from that one too. What's going on here? And that one. Anyways, I'm going to go wake up the children, and what I do with these, I let it come to a good boil, put a lid on it, and take it off for 20 minutes. And then they're done. Easy peasy. Got that gum. Okay, we're outside waiting for the bus. Randall, bunch of Randalls are around here. There's 2 up there, Mish. You see them? That tree across the road. And then there's some over there. And after these guys go, I'll go get their peanuts and stuff and bring them out. But yeah. Anyways, it's chilly this morning. The fire's going, which is good. And those eggs came to a boil, so I put a lid on it and took it off. So I'll check those after. But after I go in and bring the food out for these guys and go back in, I'll go wake up the big kids and start washing those ribs and getting those going. Oh, you did it! Woo. Okay, have a good day at school, children. I love you. still waving. Oh, there. I know the Randalls are around hawk-eyeing me, but I gotta bring this in. Just some compost I brought out. And then I'll get their food and Timothy and Barbara's. And then go wake up the kids and everything. I want to have all the birthday supper done early, so I don't have to worry about it. But I boiled the potatoes yesterday, if this is a different video. And so I just need to cut them up. Saute them with butter and onions and salt and pepper. That's pretty much it. And do some ribs and some deviled eggs. And that would be that. Alright friends, it's 7:40. Looks like I'm going to have to unload my friggin' phone again. I swear to gosh. I washed those ribs. I had 2 packs of ribs. And I just rinse them off, get any, whatever. But they're all piled on here. Now I'm going to try to take the membrane off. And I have Thunder and Longhorn beef rub. This is not beef, it's pork, but I'm going to use it anyways. Brazilian style barbecue. Salad Supreme. I'm just going to lather it or, sprinkle it, cake it with this stuff. And that'll be for after. I got to work on these. I have these pans with, cooling. It goes with the pan, but I have parchment paper underneath. Hopefully for easier cleanup. We'll see. And I woke up Mally and Messiah. Messiah didn't have a shower last night, so I said, you need to get up and have a shower. She was up in her room anyways. You have enough time to have a shower before school, so that's what she's doing. Alright. I know my kitchen light still does not work, so these are still kind of wet. Alright, I know you don't have to take the membrane off, but I just always have. And you grab it, sometimes it comes off real easy, other times it's a son of a bee to get off. There's one. There's my knife. And I had the cakes resting in the oven last night. Now I made them. They're just the box cakes that Dad sends out with his treat box. But she was going to decorate it just like the Smarties and stuff. But I said, it's getting late. I can do it tomorrow if you want. She was like, okay. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not going to be anything fancy, but it'll be slathered with chocolate icing and covered in Smarties. Sometimes it comes off in one big chunk and other times it doesn't. Ugh. Okay. So far these wings aren't being too difficult. These are back ribs too, which are good. They're a little less fatty than side ribs, but they're a little more expensive than side ribs too, generally. That was a good one. Perfect. That's the way to do it, boys. Excellent. Now, I'm just going to put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then, of course, we're going to put lots of sauce on it after they're done cooking. This is that Brazilian barbecue. And yes, I'm going to do the other side too. I just opened this today. It hadn't been used at all. It does have a shaker, but ain't nobody got time for that. I plan on using this whole thing. Rub it in good. Try to get the sides of the ribs too. Oh, Lord. I'm hoping this beef rub is good. I don't know. I'm not going to have any salt and pepper. I might not use that salad stuff because I think that probably has salt in it. Try not to touch it with my fingertips. Perfect. That's good enough. So I have the oven preheating to 300. I can cook it at 300 for, I don't know, 3 hours. I'll check it after that. Well, I'll probably check it after an hour and a half and rotate the bottom to the top and top to the bottom. But it won't be done in that time. Ah. I'd overdone it there. I've got a lot left in here. Just do that to kind of suck some up. instead of this. So I'm going to cover this with tin foil, nice and tight. I'll probably bury the underside of the foil so it doesn't stick to the ribs. Just because I'm going to cook it low and slow, and I don't want it to dry out. I don't want dry ribs. Alright. I'll get you off so you can get a good look at this. Yeah, my flash came on. So there they are. I'm going to wrap them up with tin foil and pop them in the oven. Okay, those are in the oven. It's 8 o'clock right on the nose. I set the alarm for an hour and a half. Then I'll rotate the bottom to the top and top to the bottom. I don't want to ice the cake now because it's still early in the day and I don't want the icing to get all drippy and all that stuff. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a professional. No, I'm not. I'm just speaking from experience. And I might cut up those potatoes. I cooked more potatoes than I needed, but I didn't want to leave just 4 potatoes left in the bag. But yeah, I'm just gonna put a wad of butter, a big old bit of butter in a pan, and I'll saute the onions and potatoes up with salt and pepper, and it's friggin' delicious. I know some people make potato hash with mashed potatoes. I like it when it's diced up. That's the way that I had it growing up. But it can be had any way. But yeah, so 8 o'clock, that's good. I plan on cooking those ribs the majority of the morning. That way I can take them out and break them apart maybe in 2 or 3 ribs per chunk and put the sauce on and put them back in so they get tacky. I'm going to go upstairs and unload my phone now though, because I'm going to need space on my phone to film. So yeah, let's go do that. And we'll do that while we're waiting for the kids to get ready for school. Ooh. Okay guys, I got my phone unloaded, which was good. And oh, there's Timothy going up that tree. You see him by the shovel? Going up. Barbara was just there too. She left with a peanut in her mouth. Because I put, he's up there. I don't know if you can see, probably not. He's going to cross over to this tree and go to their little hidey hole, wherever it is. Oh, I hear her over there screeching. Yeah, anyways, so they're getting their stuff, which is good. Randall went and got his stuff too, which is good. And I'm sitting on a recycle bag because it's wet. This log is wet. And I'm just waiting for the big kids to come out because they're slow arses. That Violet and Boris are down there. And I'll start working with the potatoes when I go in. And those deviled eggs are probably done. I'll dump out the hot water and just set cold water in the pot. And then I can work with those after. And the ribs are smelling good. I can smell them already. Just coming downstairs. I'm still like an hour left about before I'm going to rotate them. But yeah, feeling good. Mally took my seat. Don't even think about it, Boris. She has a nice white sweater on. No, Violet. No barking. Oh, there was a squirrel here. Timothy and Barbara are coming to get their stuff there when we came out. All right, here comes the bus. Yoink! I'm missing my tree that fell down. It was like an umbrella. This one is kind of an umbrella, but I gotta go way over here. Eh? All right, have a good day. I love you. We love them, don't we? And we'll go in and you can have breakfast. It's raining now. Not super hard, but it's more than a sprinkle. There. All right. Ooh, all right, guys. It's like 10 to 9, something like that now. I just put a big blob of butter in there. I'm going to saute some onions. Violet and Boris are having their breakfast. I need more than that. I'm going to do some onions up. Frozen diced onions. You get them good and soft. And I'm going to, these are the potatoes I cooked yesterday. Start cutting some of them up and putting them in here once the onions get going. And if I have to add more butter, I will after. If I had bacon grease, that would be even better, but I don't. Boris, get going. You can't eat this. I suppose you could eat a potato, but you're not getting one. Hey! Nice try, wise guy. Going for the butter package. No! Alright, I need some gloves. Oh, wait a minute. I want that butter to be all soft and the onions to be all whatever. And then we just, I mean, you can put whatever spices you want in it. My face is still really quite flushed today, but that's alright. I think it's just the, and you know, the season change and everything. I'm a little flared up, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we start doing the potatoes. Alright guys, it's 10 after 9. That didn't take very long at all. See, there's little bits. Love My Way by Psychedelic Furs. Psychedelic Furs is playing. Anyways, you see the bits of brown and stuff. I don't want to do it overboard because I don't want the potatoes to get too mushy. But yeah, I sprayed this with cooking spray. I'll just warm it up in the oven when it comes time to eat. And that's done. Boris, I know you like the fire, but I need to pull this chair out. He likes to lay right by the fire. Alright, those potatoes are just on the stove top. Oh, I need the eggs to work with them. They're sitting in cold water for, I don't know, 20 minutes, so they'll still be a little warm, but not too bad. I wanted to make just enough for this with one extra egg, because usually one doesn't work out good, and I can give it to Violet and Boris. And then I have a bowl here to put the yolks in. I got out some Miracle Whip, some sriracha, some mustard, some salt and pepper. I'm just going to keep it simple. And we got to deshell these bad boys. Oh, I need a knife too. Don't you think, Violet? Boris is directly behind me. That's Violet there. And I might get a chance to go and edit part of this video later. We'll see. And I want to get these done early so they can set up in the fridge. I just use a spoon. This is how Dad always deshelled his eggs. I find it's easier. It just slips under there. No, son. No. Boris and Violet are right there. Anyways, yeah, Monday, we're good. I told Dad to come out anytime after. Well, he can come out at any time, but I say the kids get home, you know what I mean? You can have an early supper. And yeah, it's his birthday. I'll probably give him a call after. I think Mally and Messiah are going to walk there at lunch. I mean, they have lunch money, but just to go see him on his birthday, even though they'll see him here. But I said, oh, that'd be nice. He would love that. He always has like the freezer Michelinas or one of those bistro whatever stovers. He always has those in the freezer. He eats them sometimes, but he gets them like for the kids when they go there for lunch sometimes, which is nice. I was talking to him on the phone, and he's talking about Halloween's coming up. I'm going to get a couple of pizzas for the kids. I said, yeah, we plan on coming in. That's what we always do. We go in there and have a supper, and like it could be chicken nuggets, it could be like Papa pizzas, you know what I'm talking about, those frozen pizzas, whatever. And I'm going to have them in the freezer, so this one seems like tall, not so tall and skinny. Anyway, so we'll do that, like when the kids get home. It's funny because my kids are getting older now. Mally and Messiah, if they go trick-or-treating, I don't think Mally even went last year. Messiah went, but she just was hanging out with her friends, I think. Which, you know, that's what you do. And I just give them a time to be back at Papa's house. But I'll take Nisha and Maze. I'll leave Violet and Boris home. I know it's fun to take dogs trick-or-treating, but it would just be more of a handful for me. We go park at a certain part of town, and it's flat, thank goodness, and the kids can go up and down. And Boris would be super friendly, and little kids and stuff. Violet would be like on guard, so I would just rather they can stay here with my husband. We don't really get trick-or-treaters here. Occasionally we'll get like one, but they can stay home in that way. Because we always go back to Dad's house too, after the little ones are done trick-or-treating, and wait for the big kids to come back. And Misha and Maze like to help give out treats. Dad's located right like on a popular street kind of for trick-or-treating, so he has people coming at the front and back door, so they like helping to give out treats to trick-or-treaters. And he was telling me he's got his chips, and he needs to get a couple bags of candy. And he always has candy canes, like he'll have just a couple of candy canes to give out randomly, which is funny. I remember when I was a kid in school, somebody came to school and said, somebody gave me a candy cane. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was my dad. Just funny. But even in the dollar store today and at Walmart, or not today, but last time I was there, they have Christmas stuff out. Walmart has Christmas stuff out. You know, right after Halloween, they're going to start doing that, kick it up in high gear. Which, whatever, we're so used to that now. I don't really decorate as early for Christmas. I mean, I decorate early, but not directly after Halloween, where some people have their Christmas tree up right after Halloween. Um, which is fine, to each their own. Like, I had my house decorated in September for Halloween, so, I'm not one to talk. But I was talking to Marquise yesterday, and he's doing good. He has a little goatee now, which is funny, because my husband has like a little beard here, and I don't know if that's technically a goatee, kind of. Anyways, he's doing good in his job. He got a promotion. He has a company truck, and I think I told you they had moved from the original apartment they moved into before. This is like a duplex, so it's kind of like a house duplex kind of thing. Boris, get your nose out of here. And Kara's doing good. She's 28 weeks pregnant now, so that would be like what Medea is too. And they said, he said they started watching Yellowstone, that show, Yellowstone. I said, oh, I hear that's very popular. I thought that was only out a couple of years. He's like, no, it's on like the 5th season. I'm like, oh, I've never watched it, but I know it's very popular. So they're binge watching that right now. And Violet, inappropriate. So I have one extra, like I said, but I'm going to cut them all in half. And Violet, she's over there humping him. Okay. There. Oh, here's hoping. Alright, they look good. They're all done. Yeah, I have, I think, another couple of cartons of eggs in the fridge. They're due, they're good until the 20th. Today's only the 16th, so I thought I'll use a bunch up here. We'll bake some stuff. We'll probably have scrambled, breakfast for supper one of these days. Just to use them up. It's when I bought, I think, 4 dozen eggs. They were $2.49 each, which was an incredible price compared to what they had been. But that's lasted a long time, and see, that one's kind of wonky. I'll put it here, but Violet and Boris can have some of that after. That half was okay. There, I told Marquise to call Papa tomorrow on his birthday. He's like, well, you can call me when he's there. I'm like, yeah, but if you're on your lunch break or something, just call him. He, surprise call him. I think he'd like that. So, he might end up doing that. I'm sure. My brother will call him and my sister will call him. But I'm glad he's going to come out for supper. Because it is a big birthday, which he pretty much forgot about, but he's turning 80, for goodness sakes. He would be anti-have a party for him, so this is a semi-itty-bitty party. But he's healthy, he exercises, he eats right, he, takes care of his body and everything. So, I'm really glad for that. He's more healthy than a lot of people who are younger than him. But I'm so glad he got that heat pump last year, or was it? Yeah, it was last year, I think. Just because he used to be, he'd get firewood and throw it in and pile it up and make fires and stuff, which he's quite, he was quite capable, but, when you get older, you don't want to do that. But now he has a heat pump in his house, which is fantastic. And it just saves on a lot of rigmarole. Okay. All right. There's those. Here's all the yolks. Maybe I should have got a bigger bowl. I know Mally likes to do this with her hands. I should have left one of my gloves on to get them creamy, like not lumpy. And I'm not going to put it in a piping bag. I'm not that fancy. Oh, that's the alarm for the ribs. Okay, Google, stop. Timer off. Okay, Google, stop the alarm. I'm not even going to look at them. I'm just going to top on the bottom and the bottom on the top. Timer. I'll do another hour and a half. Then I might look at them. Oops. Start. Yeah, all right. There. So, yeah. I would do TV dinner style, but I don't want to do that with this. But I can set it all out like a little buffet, and they can take what they want. I'm just doing this a lot because I don't want lumps in it. Big lumps anyways. Okay. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Stop laughing at me, Boris. Oh, that's not acceptable. I'm not going to put that back in, but we should still have enough. There's always leftovers. Goodness sakes. I'll actually put it in a bowl, but I don't have a compost ready. Yeah, you can get any that fell on the floor, Boris. I didn't add anything to it. Yeah, he's getting the crumbles that were on the floor. That's all right. All right. Oh, I hear my husband upstairs walking around. He's going to be on his way to work momentarily, I'm sure. Some sriracha. Ooh. A bit of mustard. Pickle juice would be good in this too, but a bit of pepper. Ooh. Oh, a lot of pepper. And a smidgen of salt. We'll try this. And then I'll just use that teaspoon and try to do it up there. And when it sits in the fridge, it'll sit up a little better. Get nice and cold. And I got a lid for this tray too, which is convenient. And then sprinkle it with paprika. And we'll be good. So I got 2 extra. I am going to give that broken one. Violet, will you eat egg? You're so funny about stuff. Yeah, she... Oh, I don't want to touch your mouth. She's so funny about that stuff. Like, she doesn't eat... She'll eat meat. That's about it. Sometimes cheese. She won't eat any vegetables. Forrest likes just about everything. You know, not everything, but he's a pretty good eater. Alright. I didn't touch his mouth, just so you know. Okay. So I'll have 1 extra, which will be fine. It's not going to look all fancy. I like them when they look a little rustic, you know, disheveled. Maybe that's just my excuse for not doing it fancy. I'll put that over there. And whatever's left in the bowl, I can go in and top off any. If I have some left over, because I just made a giant mess with some yolk. I know there's so many different ways to make deviled eggs. And they're super easy to make. Like, it just takes a little time because you gotta separate everything. And I'll probably do that cake, ice it like around lunchtime. I won't put the Smarties on until just about the kids get home. Because I did that before and the Smarties get all soggy and run and stuff. Oh God, Doris, what am I doing? I'll clean that up. What am I doing? Here. And almost done. 4 left. I don't know if these go with ribs, but they're going with them tonight. They're deviled eggs. They can go with just about anything, I think. There's still a little bit in here. This one's a little flat. Well, that's good. I'm going to wash my hands and then I'll be back and we'll sprinkle it with paprika. Yeah, some of the paprika came out a little quicker than other times, but that's all right. I'll put the cover on it and put it in the fridge. I just got the dishwasher going too. And yeah, I'm gonna wipe my table off. Alright, it's 10:33. I unloaded my phone again and I have this video edited up until now, which is awesome. It's a combination of yesterday and today. The dishwasher's going. The washer's going. The fire's going. And I have a couple sticks of wood I can put in when it needs it. Yeah. I'll ice the cake in a little bit. Oh, I should clean up the bathroom from the morning mess. Hairbrushes and spray bottles and toothbrushes and stuff. TV for dogs is on. Not that they're watching it. They follow me around wherever I go. Yeah. Alright, the ribs just went off, so I'll take them out of the oven. We'll take a look at them. I have 4 towels to hang up. Alright, the dishwasher's done now too, so I gotta unload that. Now, this will be tricky because I put the foil underneath that rack that's in there. Okay, alright. Oh, shoot. These aren't quite done yet, but they're getting there. They're getting there. I'll get you off so you can get a good look at it. So, they're not falling. They're hot. I'm going to cover them back up. Those, like they're almost done. They're almost done. So, I'm going to put them back in for about another half hour and check them. Alright guys, it's only 20 after 11. I'm going to do the cake now because it's starting to get petered out and, yeah. So, she made 2, Allie made 2 box cakes. There's one there and this one's a little bigger. And we're going to try to put it on top. So, here's hoping. This one is still in the pan. Just make sure it's all the way from the side. Ta-da! I can get that in the dishwasher. I don't know. No, should I put something there? I don't care. I don't care. I was just like parchment paper or something for easy cleanup, but I'm going to wash it anyway, so. Yoinks. Alright. I don't know if I've ever made a double layer cake before. So I would ice this and then put that on top and then ice that. I think. I got 2 tubs of icing. I'm going to fast pace it though. Chocolate whipped icing. So here's hoping. I should have put some parchment paper there. I'm just thinking when icing's going to get down all over the sides. kind of looks like the cake off of Matilda. You know, and that little boy has to eat a whole cake. Cookie, the chef made it. I'm going to go set this on the dining room table because it's cooler out there. I still have a little icing in here. I'm not going to throw it out now in case I have to add more when I'm putting Smarties on, but I'm not putting the Smarties on now. So, yeah, and I do have a cake lid for this platter, but it's not big enough to go on top of this. So it's just going to have to sit like this. Alright, it's been another half hour. The cake is out there. I put it right in the middle of the table with the chairs all around, so Violet and Boris better not even think of it. They gotta be done. They gotta be. I find with this stove, anytime I do ribs, they're not like fall off the bone. Like they're still kind of together. I don't know why. You know, you can see the bones coming out, like this is done. I can only chop it up to the stove itself, the way it bakes. So, I don't know. Alright, what should I do? Well, I'm going to go get the sauce is what I'm going to do right now. I'll be right back. Alright, I have two here if I need it. I don't know if I'll need it, but I don't know. I got to take the thing off. I left the oven on because I'm going to stick it back in, not covered up, so it gets kind of tacky. Ooh, I am tearing that one apart. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to do the underside first. The dollar store. I mean to get one of these and I never remember when I get to the dollar store. This is the only one I have and it's little. And I know you can get them there. Right. I want to get the ends of it too. I'll fast pace this because I have to concentrate. Alright, there they are. I'm going to put them back in the oven for 25 minutes maybe, and it'll just get a little tacky. So, here they go. Alright, I just put another load in. those ribs were in for 25 minutes. I just took them out, and I was upstairs on the computer editing some more while I was waiting for this 25 minutes. Let me show you the ribs. Ooh, see how it tacked up a bit? I shut the oven off. I'm going to let these cool, and then I will divide them up in like 2 or 3 and maybe put some more sauce on it. So when I go to heat it up, I'll just put it all on one pan in a mountain with fresh sauce and put it in and warm up those potatoes all at the same time. But these are done. Excellent. Alright guys, it's 12:57. The load of laundry's still going. It'll probably be done soon. I put more wood in the fire. I cut up those ribs. They're in the oven. The oven's shut off, but it's still warm. And I just popped popcorn and put it out there for Randall and Barbara and Harriet. And while I was upstairs editing today, I seen Arnold out here, the gray squirrel, or Harold, one of them. So one of them's back anyways. But I'm just going to put my feet on the ground. It's chilly out though, so I have this on. And just have a little mini meditation or something. And yeah, those guys can get their snacks if they want. These guys get outside for a little bit. And yeah, I just get a little me time. Alright guys, I'm just in for a minute. It's 1:26. Hanging up some towels and going back out because Violet and Boris are still out there. Alright, I'm back outside. Been out for a minute. I just threw my water bottle over there. Boris is taking the cap off. But leaves keep falling down. One just landed here. I was talking to Mom, and a leaf fell down. So I take that as a sign that she's right here beside me. And I was talking to my Grammy and Bumpy. They're in spirit too, but, you know, they're my dad's mom and dad. And, yeah, I invited everybody to the birthday party. So, Randall's hooting and hollering over there. And earlier, I don't know if it was Barbara and Timothy or Arnold and Harold or a commotion of all of them. They were just chirping or whatever you call squeaking. I'm hoping that the big squirrels don't go try to take over Timothy and Barbara's little hidey hole, because they're not very big squirrels, whereas Harold and Arnold are big. So maybe that's what they were squawking about. I honestly might go in and make myself a coffee and come back out, because I am half asleep. Really. I'm sleepy now. I do got my bare feet on the ground, even though it's cold out here, but it feels good. And yeah, there's a lot of leaves all over. More to come, obviously. But, oh, there's an ant on me. Get going, buddy. Anyways, I might go get a hot cup of coffee and bring it out, because I want to be alert for when the kids get home. They still haven't come down to get that popcorn. That's what they're talking about. You guys just need to learn to come down and get it. I love ya. We're not going to hurt ya. I see Anne has her fire going over there, too. Yeah, it's that kind of a day. It's a fall day for sure. Alright, there it is. Ooh. It's going to be really good. We're about to go back outside. We just came in for about 15 minutes. I just was sweeping the floor and stuff. Of course, Violet jumps up here on my lap. She's such a cuddle bug. She really is. Boris tries to sometimes, but only half his body gets up here, and then he stands on his back end legs. Because he's a big boy, a very big boy. But Violet can squeeze up here. You're such a good girl, Violet. Such a good girl. Oh, the fire alarm just went off. We're back out. The kids will be here in about 15, and The squirrels are just a-chirping again as soon as we came out. There's a couple of cats here in the yard, too. Of course, Violet sees them and tries to go after them. Boris was oblivious to them. But, yeah, I just wanted to sweep the kitchen floor and stuff. I think I'm going to get Misha and Maze to put all the Smarties on the cake, because they'll be here early enough to do that. They'll just do it in the dining room, because it's warm in the kitchen. I'm not going to put any more wood in the fire now, not till probably after supper. It'll just simmer, like the coals and stuff. I just don't need to hot box the kitchen when we're about to have supper and stuff. But, anyways, yeah. Alright, here comes the bus. We'll see how they made out. Monday back at school. There's Maze. He doesn't have his hoodie. How was school? Where's your hoodie, hun? Where's your hoodie? Oh, he forgot it on the bus. Okay, Violet, for heaven's sakes. How was school? He forgot his hoodie. His hoodie. Did you have a good day at school?
Yeah, it was warm this time.
Oh. Alright guys, I wiped the table off again. I got the plates out, the forks, leftover napkins from Thanksgiving, my piece of wood. This will be for the ribs, this will be for the potato hash. And I wiped my stove top off, the sink out, the counter off, the floor swept, and oh, I gotta show you that cake. Oh, my flash is on. Look at that. We had 4 boxes of Smarties. I thought we'd have more, but at least you got the top of it done. Doesn't that look nice? And then there's just a few speckled around the sides. Talk about a fancy 80th birthday cake. And then around, I mean, it's tidied up. It's not perfect, but it's fine. It's fine. Maze is actually having a bowl of soup because he can't wait for supper. But that's fine. He'll still eat ribs, no doubt about that. And this light, too, is not working. We are going to get our electrical fixed, but this one doesn't work. But I did turn that lamp on over there. And, yeah. Wiped Augustus off, so he's looking all gussied up. And, yeah. Yeah. Alright, Papa just got here, so. Are you coming out here, mate, so you can scream happy birthday as soon as he opens the door? He's like in there. I'll just pretend that I'm doing dishes and then we'll turn around. Hey! Natalie's upstairs though. Okay, you open the inside door. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Dad! I love ya! She has a little bit of a cold, so I just told her not to hug yet. Okay, you guys. Oh, did you bring something for it? Oh, you did. For heaven's sake.
Heaven's sake, for it. Give that one to her.
Oh, are those new jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, they look nice on ya. I hope you're hungry.
Is it
I
warmed
know
up
it's
yet?
early supper.
I can eat a little bit.
A little bit.
Is it warmed up yet?
I think so. We'll just let
What's
Papa
it
just
say?
relax. Is it ready yet? These guys have been waiting. They want to eat the ribs. I made ribs.
Oh yeah, they're hungry.
So,
What's the other thing?
there's deviled eggs in the fridge. Can you get them out for me?
And what's the other thing?
Am I late?
No. I said we'd eat around 4. It's only 10:02.
Close enough.
Liver froze.
Look at this.
We'll play there for it.
I gotta take pictures and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's too long.
No.
Violet, that's enough.
Where's
No,
your
that's
phone?
large.
I hope this is warm.
Yeah, very long too.
Yeah, of course he does.
Is it potato pot?
It's fried potato with a bit of onion. Happy birthday to you. Sophia Mace. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Papa. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Yay! You don't have to eat it right now. So you can take the rest of the cake home with you?
Oh yeah. I'll
Yeah.
take it all home. Nobody else wants it.
No.
I do.
We'll get you a little slice.
All right. Sure.
Maze is playing Happy Birthday to Papa on the recorder. Alright friends, it's 6:45. Dad just left. He got here like 2:45, so we had a nice long visit. I haven't put any wood in the fire all afternoon. I'm going to see if there's coals in there and put some in. But, yeah, I think he had a good I was going to turn the light on. You know, the lights actually turned on while Dad was here, but as soon as he left, they shut off. So, take that as you want to take it. But I should end this video now because I think it's going to be a super long one. Yeah, he did not want any ribs to take home, but he said it was really good. He has leftover food in the fridge, he said, so that's okay. I'm about to get the dishwasher going, and we just sat and talked. The kids eventually dispersed, and then we just talked about family and like ancestors that passed away and all that kind of stuff, and it was just wonderful. Just wonderful. So anyways, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay guys, with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.